My name is Tony Pranzatelli, and I'm your Democratic candidate for Bound Brook Borough Council. Bound Brook, my home, is the place where my family business has been since the end of World War II. Bound Brook is the place where my wife and I call home. When I stand here and I see all of you, I get a good feeling. I can't help but remember the good old days. The days when I was a kid. The days when your generation ran this town. The days when Bound Brook was the jewel of Somerset County. I remember when my mom and I would walk from our 2nd Street apartment down to Barbados to buy groceries. I remember going with my dad to Archie's Men's Shop to buy a tie. Oh yeah, those were the good old days. The days when it didn't matter if you were an Italian or Polish immigrant living on the West End, or if you lived in a big house in the Piedmont section. We all shopped in town, downtown. Peter's Jewelers, Columbus's Five and Dime, Laura's Drugstore, Ruth's Dress Shop, the Lanes. There's many of them, they're gone. What happened? Why have the businesses left? I survived to tell you Stereo TV only because I sell on the internet. You know, I sold more items in Utah today than the people living in Bound Brook. Our town is in trouble. Every other building is empty. Stores, here today, gone tomorrow. The train station is a mess. Is this what a transit village is supposed to look like? You know, it's funny. When my parents saved up enough money to buy their first home, we had to move out of Bound Brook. They couldn't afford to live here because it was such a desirable place. They couldn't afford to buy property. We had to move to Bridgewater where things were cheap. But now I moved back. And I moved back to one of the highest taxes in the country. You know, I wouldn't mind, but what do I get? I know what I get. I got a borough attorney that's making twice as much as his predecessor did 3 years ago. I get a borough engineer that lives in luxury with his 6-digit salary while we all struggle to pay our taxes and keep our homes. And the bigwigs in Washington, they say, yeah, we'll send you the money to finish your flood problem. But you know what? It just keeps on flooding. To solve our problems, and if there is any future in our town, we know we need to solve the flood problem. We as Democrats are willing to do whatever it takes to get the money from Washington and Trenton. We know we need to fill those empty buildings with taxpayers so we can keep our homeowners' taxes down. But to fix these problems, we need your help. You are called the greatest generation because of the problems you tackled and solved. I want to tap into that energy and wisdom. I want to listen to you. I want to represent you. On November 6th, I ask you to vote for the Democratic team. Let's put Bound Brook first. Thank you.